Hello everyone, a warm good morning to all of you. Would like to welcome to our all details about Parliament Part 2. As you have got a video on all detail about Parliament the Part 1, we are here to discuss on all detail about Parliament Part 2. Yes guys, we will discuss the part 2 of the all detail of the about Parliament. So far, the all detail about Parliament we have discussed till the session of the Parliament, and today we will emphasize on device of the parliamentary proceedings. Device of parliamentary proceedings, that to run a parliament there are different rule, regulation, standard need to follow, and these are known as the device of the parliamentary proceedings. Nowadays Indian Parliament has been followed the different norm and standards with regard to the monsoon sessions. So ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆମର କ'ଣ ଚାଲିଛି monsoon sessions, and in this monsoon sessions we can see the example of different device or proceedings of the parliament. And being a student of the political science, it's a primary things that we need to understand along with from the exam point of view. So guys, let's start the device of the parliamentary proceedings and the related information. My dear all, the question hour. A question hour, a first hour of every parliamentary sitting. Do you know the sitting? Every parliamentary sittings starts with question hour. That is the first hour. And the purpose of the question hour, the member of the parliament ask question to the ministers, and minister in response to this question provide the answers. So in short we can say that question hour is nothing but a discussion and interactions between the member and ministry and member, which is taken place at the first hour of the every parliamentary sitting. So first hour of the every parliamentary sitting. Similarly, I can take you all the day in which we ask the question to our teachers. So teacher provide the answer to our questions. Remember the day during the time of our college, we interact with our teacher with the help of the questions, and teacher responds these questions, and that could be a written question, a written answer, or that could be a oral answers. Oral answer in term of your written, and the written answer that in term of your examination, and oral answer that is how the your physical interactions or your vocabulary, that is how the we remember. Similarly, in the parliament there are the different type of questions for the question hours. Say for example the staged question, unstaged question, and short notice questions. Under the staged question, member ask a question to the minister, and minister in response to this question, minister provide the answer orally. That is how the staged questions. Okay. Similarly, unstaged question, the minister provide the answer in a written manner. Okay, on stated question the minister provide the answer in a written manner. Stated question the minister provide the answer in orally. Then short notice question for seeking any response from the minister, a member need to give a short notice that less than 10 days, that is known as the short notice. Short notice nothing but a notice to the minister that less than 10 days. So this is the way, this is the formality usually form for interaction and the discussion, deliberation and debate in the parliament. These are the three way of interact with member of the parliament, with member of the ministry of the parliament. So that is how you need to remember question hour is the first hour of every parliamentary sitting, followed by the three questions, that is the stated, unstated and the short notice. Whereas stated require oral answer, unstated require written answer and short notice needs the prior less than 10 days notice. I hope this much is very clear to you. Then after question hour, 0 hour. So 0 hour it is between the question hour to the agenda of the day. So 0 hour, after the question hour, the 0 hour, and it end with the agenda of the day, that is the 0 hour. Okay. Then motion. What is the motion? Motion. So I will go with a simple example that, guys, for doing any activity we do certain motion. For example, for go somewhere we did motion, for eating we call it is a motion, for reading we call it is a motion. Similarly, in your parliament, to do or to interact or to discuss, to deliberate or to debate in parliament, there is a motions and there is a different way of the motions, the different type of motion for the different circumstance and the different importance. Okay, and to discuss any matter a general public and interest, we certain initiate emotions, and there are different motions. Say for example, closure motion, privilege motion, calling attention motion, adjournment motion, no confidence motion and motion of thanks. So you will ask, or maybe I ask, that these are very technical term. So to better understand, I am with a very practical example here to understand this concept. So few of the picture added in this slide, but before that I would like to tell you or clarify to all of you that this picture it may be I who will ask a question. This picture political biasness or support any kind of political ideology, that is the question mark here. And to clarify that, there is a notice that all the picture are not intended to support or oppose any party. It is being used for education purpose as per the norm and standard. So the picture which added here, that does not mean to support any party or oppose any party. It is being used for the education purpose according to the norm and standard of our India. So guys, sorry for the disturbance, and let's start our real purpose of the today discussion. Privilege motion. Okay, privilege motion. So privilege motion, what is privilege motion? First we will understand, and what is in use. With the help of that we will pretty much clear that. So, privilege motion moved by a member when he feels that a minister has committed a breach of the privilege of the house. Okay, okay. So let's see the example of it. Congress moves a privilege motion against PM Modi for sharing Anurag Thakur's Lok Sabha Thakur's guest remark. So here Congress move a privilege motion against prime ministers who support the view of Anurag Thakur's remark on caste or caste remark, and it is the member of the parliament from the Congress party. They feel the minister violate the parliament privilege or breach the parliament privilege by misleading the fact or misleading the informations. Hence they brought a motion that is known as the privilege motion. Privilege motion is nothing but when a minister violate a privilege of the parliament, and if it feel by a member of the parliament that the privilege motion should require, then the member will move a privilege motion. So you can see the picture that Anurag Thakur, a member of the Lok Sabha, who provided a caste remark, and in response the prime minister support it, and it is the member of the Lok Sabha who feels that it violates the privilege of the parliament. So that is how known as the privilege motions. And do remember, this is not said by me, this is said by your Congress party and your BJP. So this is how the privilege motion. Okay, so privilege motion, I hope with the help of this real example you are very much clear. After privilege motion there is a adjournment motion. Okay, so let me tell you one thing, that adjournment motion. Okay, adjournment motion, it's very interesting, that draw the attention of the house to define matter of urgent public importance. Okay, draw the attention of the house. Okay, so please emphasize the word house. I will let you know what is the importance of or the comparative study of the two different motion. It will help to you. So draw attention of the house to a definite matter of urgent public importance, adjournment motion, and require a support of 50 member to admit. How many member? 50 member. Question: for bring a adjournment motion require support of the 50 member to admit. Okay, that is how adjournment motion. Now let's see the example. So India's new parliament building leaks and Congress MP file a adjournment motion. Okay, so India witnessed a heavy rain, and that resulted the leakage in new parliament. Do you know that the new parliament has been formed by our current government, and due to the heavy rain the India's new parliament building leakage, and Congress MP moved or files a adjournment motions. Adjournment motion nothing but to bring attention of a house to a urgent public importance or public interest. Okay, so that is how adjournment motion for the bring the attention of the house for the urgent public interest. Okay, that is how you can see the example. Currently the Congress MP file a adjournment motion for the India's new parliament building leakage, and they believe it is a urgent public interest and the house need to discuss on it. Okay, and for that to require 50 members to admit the adjournment motion. So that is how the adjournment motion for the public interest. Okay, for the what? Matter of urgent public importance. Matter of urgent public importance. After adjournment motion, there is a calling attention motion. So what is the calling attention motion? Calling attention motion to call the attention of a minister to a matter of urgent public importance. Okay, come to the example. The Congress, the BJP members were in Lok Sabha during the calling attention motion on Wayanad landslide issue. On Wayanad landslide issue. My dear all, Wayanad is a district of Kerala. Wayanad is a district of Kerala, and very unfortunate that Wayanad went through the landslide, a devastating landslide which killed more than 100 people and injured the thousands people. So Wayanad landslide issue. So here the Congress and BJP doing a tussle between each others with the help of the calling attention motion. Okay, calling attention motion. So here what? The Congress and BJP member indulged in war of the word in Lok Sabha on Wednesday during a calling attention motion on the Wayanad landslide issue. So in Wayanad, on the Wayanad landslide issue, a calling attention motion was initiated by the member of the parliament on Wayanad landslide issue, in which both the party are doing a war of words. Okay, that is how the Wayanad landslide issue. It is a urgent public importance. Okay. So if you know the calling attention motion and the adjournment motion, it may be me or it may be I who will ask a question that both are seems similar. Okay, here adjournment motion and here the calling attention motions, both of them similar? Question mark. Are they similar? No, there is a difference. If you clearly see that adjournment motion draw the attention of the house adjournment motion, but on the other hand calling attention motion call the attention of a minister. Okay, call the attention of a minister. Okay, so it is what? It is calling attention motion when you call the attention of a ministers on urgent public importance, that is known as calling attention motion. But adjournment motion, when you draw a attention of house, it is not the only ministry, but it is the bring a attention of the entire house, the member of the entire house. Okay, that is how known as the adjournment motion. Okay, getting my point? So this is how difference between the adjournment motion and your calling attention motions. Okay, very much clear? Okay, fine, very nice. Then motion of thanks. What is motion of thanks? So the first session of after each election and the first session of every fiscal year addressed by the presidents. Remember, the first session of every fiscal year and the first session of the each general election addressed by president, that is the joint address of both Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. See here that president is addressing the joint session of the both the house, that is including Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Here the presiding officer of Lok Sabha, the presiding officer of Rajya Sabha, and the president addressing the joint setting of the parliament. Okay, that you can see here that President Draupadi Murmu will be address the parliament's joint session on Thursday, outlining the new government's priority. Okay, new government's priority, that after the general election of 2024, the president addressed the joint sitting of the parliament on the new government's priority. That is how the motion of thanks. Okay, that is how the motion of thanks. Okay, motion of thanks addressed by whom? Presidents. When? Now, after each general election and after each physical years. Okay, say for example, it is the physical year of the 2024-25, then 25 to 26 next years. The motion of thanks will be initiated by the president, that on joint sitting of the parliament. Okay. Then after the motion of thanks, the last not the least, no confidence motion. What is no confidence motion? Now article 75, the council of ministers shall be collective responsible to the Lok Sabha. It lead to the resignation of the council of ministers. So article 75 of the parliamentary forum of the government highlight that the council of minister is collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha, and if the no confidence motion is passed by the basically the Lok Sabha, then your the ministry need to resign. Okay, the minister need to resign, even the entire government will be collapsed. Okay, that is how the no confidence motion, article 75. So guys, with this note we come to the conclusion that so far so we have discussed. Let's quickly recap what we have discussed. That we have discussed the device of parliamentary proceeding, question hour, 0 hour, motion. Within motion, the different motion we have discussed. Few of important motion we have discussed. The privilege motion, then we have discussed the adjournment motion, then we have discussed the calling attention motion, then we have discussed the motion of thanks, and so far so the no confidence motion, article 75, that council of ministers shall be collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha, and it lead to the resignation of the council of ministers if it passed by the parliament. So guys, again I am repeating that all pictures are not intended to support or oppose any party. It is being used for the education purpose as per the norm and standard. So I believe you will cooperate in this matter, and this is all about from my side. I hope you will found it valuable, interesting, and the exam oriented. And I would like to request to all of you that if you like my effort, please do subscribe my channel, do like my channel, and do share with your friend. So this is all about from my side, and मते कमेंट रे जणाओ समस्ते जे तुम मानक किभଳି लागला ए वीडियोटा. So if you like, then please comment and also subscribe. So thank you everyone, thank you for being part of this lesson. Jai Jagannath.